is. What do you think it's gonna say? What do you think the star in the sky is? Should we look? Interesting. The star in the sky is a 5 of cups. I see it. You're worried. Am I gonna get my heart broke? Oh, I'm gonna be that guy on the beach. Jeez, I'm gonna be staring at my cups. All my multicolored cups are gonna be on the ground. They all leaked out. All of my reds are now leaking into the beach, which means all of my action has been squandered. Sigh. Don't worry, Pamela's here to tell you, chill out, chill out. You've got 2 more cups back there. And all I gotta do is walk over to the White Bridge and you'll be back in town in no time. Back in town in no time, you can fill up all the cups, get more cups. But here, I read that as, like I said, the thought balloon. Oh man, I don't want to wind up like that. A 10 of Pentacles. Now, in the Pamela artwork, you see here a deep family connection on display. Ancestral family connection that goes 3 generations deep. From grandpa there, all the way to little grandkid. And even the dogs. The family dogs are there. And you see the deepest natural connections and material connections on display. And you see the tree of life, the map of the universe itself, totality in some form or another as it connects to the material sphere. From there to the perfect clarity and balance and ability to see held inside of the Justice card at 11. 10 becomes 11. Where is this story going, Yavalos? 12! Okay. We've got a lot to think about here as we stare at the following 3 cards. Number 10, 10 Pentacles. Is this a simple still portrait of everything, having it all in the material sphere? Justice at 11 is the card of divine clarity and equilibrium. Basically what you're seeing here is the ability to look through and past orthodoxy to see actual truth and to move actively from that throne of wisdom, from that place of balance. You cannot be fooled when you are sitting in the throne of justice. You know what's up. Oh, and this is obviously a depiction of you creating perfect equilibrium inside of the office that you work at. And what you described, where everything is just kind of humming along perfectly, is equilibrium. So perhaps this is you here on this throne. And you're moving toward divine gestation. The cards here suggest, in this Hanged Man, that you are in utero, growing towards some form of evolutionary shift upward. You are, in effect, willfully submitting to the temporary inconvenience of waiting and not knowing and not feeling comfortable in the moment, because you, in your advanced state of divinity, as I point out the number 4 hiding inside of those red legs, know that you are ready and capable of being born anew into an entirely new plane of existence. You are headed for those temperance angels' arms. But you're not there yet. What? Given this immense amount of 10, 11, 12 power, staring upward, worrying perhaps about grief, about experiencing loss, about getting your feelings hurt. Ooh, that hits. Ow, I don't want to get my feelings hurt. As you move towards this evolutionary shift upward, what do the cards have for you by way of advice? 1, well, for starters, remember your power. You are the magician, which means that you have control over the 4 elements, and you are at the very beginning of the initiatory ladder upward toward paradise self, Yavalos. Is this the deck screaming at you to remember your power, to reinitiate yourself and reconnect to the fact that you have the very magical ability, as you described, to perform all of these amazing tasks? Or is there something in this second piece of advice that's going to connect to this beautiful, powerful, golden backgrounded magician? My goodness. First of all, like I said, the magician is the very beginning of the initiatory process. Number 1, mystic contact, mystic inspiration. Kaboom! The lightning strike is here. And then the charioteer is the divine avatar for having control of your fate as you navigate your world with your hand on the wheel. 4 out of 6 cards. Majors, Yavalos. You're worried about losing steam in the office. You feel like you're underappreciated. And like the bosses are forgetting your name. You're worried that you're going to get hurt. The cards are at their most basic. With me not knowing the first thing about your like any of the details of your situation, the cards are putting you on active footing. They are urging you towards active magician-like behavior. You need to make things move in your world. If they thought you were the magician back then when you were setting this stuff up, they need to be reminded that you're the magician still. And then once that halo is reclaimed, decide where you're going. I think like, this is basically encouraging you towards alpha behavior of all. It's like you need to, like, they're saying something about you drive, you take control, you have the power, you take control. Does any of this vibe true? Glad they are calling me out. So I'm worrying over it. Yeah, like the cards are screaming at you about all the power you have. You're the magician. You're sitting in the throne of justice. You see exactly how things are supposed to be.